What is going on, everyone? We are back with the Pound / Marvel Media Podcast. I'm Pound.
I'm Slash.
He's Pound.
Oh, we'll keep it going.
I mean, whatever. Whatever.
Like
It's been a long day.
Hell, it should not have been. It should not have been a long day.
We actually got not a whole lot to talk about, minus this new episode of She-Hulk. Do you have any news?
I have a little bit. Before I start, do you have any? Do you have anything?
No, everything I have to talk about is going to come after we talk about the episode.
Oh, well, okay. The new Black Widow chick, Natasha Romanoff's sister, she's supposed to be the new leader of the Thunderbolts.
We'll see.
See, that's how we're going to... Because he knew that's probably one of the news. I was going to try to bring that to you today. I was like, hey, did you see this shit? Everybody's talking about it. Like, everybody. They're like, yeah. She's the leader, supposed to be leading the Phase 6 out this bitch. Like, okay. So, that's interesting.
Well, they're going to try and build the Thunderbolts up as a superhero team that works for the government.
Like Suicide Squad.
But they're not actually going to be working for the government. They're going to be working for Hydra.
Right. Like, that's what I said. Like,
or whatever Hydra's supposed to be now.
Right, whatever. Right, because there's a lot of things. Now it's something else. Well, because, Contessa, she's like, yes, you are this person's government agent, U.S. agent. I'm like, bro, we're about to work for straight villains right now. This could be great. Another bit of news we also got is Blade is purportedly filming. I think it was October?
Blade, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
October
excited
5th.
for Blade.
Or is that October 5th? I'm trying to make sure I don't get that. I don't want to fuck this up. Hold up.
Blade is going to be so good.
It is going to be good, man. October 5th, yeah. They're started filming, which we knew it was starting to film in October, but we didn't know what day. So now we got an official day. So probably we might see that first trailer. I say February.
It'll be closer to release date. It don't even come out till September, November.
September.
No, September. No, I think it's November next year.
So
it'll probably we'll probably see the first trailer around August to September.
Yeah, or September then. So
we might get a teaser
during
the
that
summer.
Super Bowl. I was gonna say for the Super. Okay. I was gonna say maybe like for the Super Bowl they throw like a little small teaser out there.
No, because if they're gonna do a teaser, it'll be for whatever one of the first couple of movies are next year. I mean, think about it. Black Panther 2's first trailer just came out 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago. I was going to say a month ago, but...
So you're saying it came out beginning of August, and the movie comes out in November?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Now looking at it, from a standpoint.
And that was the first time we've seen anything on that. Thor didn't even drop their first trailer until about a month before it came out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I guess that's how... I should say that's weird. That is how Marvel's thing go, but that's interesting, because usually, I remember back then, they used to drop it like, teaser trailer, January, February, that's like boom, then...
I prefer it this way.
Right,
because
get you hyped up for the movie.
I don't like to be hyped up for things too early, because then by the time the movie comes around, it almost feels like a letdown. Because you get so hyped, and then it's like, alright, gotta wait 8 more months. Same thing goes for video games. I'm a gamer.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate when companies are like, hey, we've got this new game coming out. I'm going to create... technically, as of this recording, this has not happened, even though this has been announced.
Oh.
But Assassin's Creed Mirage just technically got announced. They're going to
It's supposed to be like the Prince of Persia, which is that.
They're going to do a full reveal. Well, fun fact about Assassin's Creed, the very first Assassin's Creed started off as a Prince of Persia, and then it changed so much throughout the development, it became its own thing. Right. Anyways.
Right, interesting.
But so they announced Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Right.
They haven't shown anything from it.
No, they showed like an image.
Right.
Like just one little image. I don't think I got more, but yeah, it's that one.
But the 10th of this month, they're supposed to be doing a big reveal where they're going to show gameplay and all of that. Now, that's fine as long as the game is planning to come out
but
November, December.
Not coming out to next year.
What I don't want is for them to say, hey, Mirage is the next game in the Assassin's Creed line. Be ready for it in the fall of 2023.
Yo,
don't tell me about a game a year in advance.
And they did that with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And they showed that gameplay. They said, you guys like that. Wait till next year. Damn. Hey, they were sad. And then it was a letdown when you play the game.
Don't tell me about a video game or a movie a year and a half in advance. Like, let me know when it's close to being done so I have a reason to be excited.
Because let me tell you, Breath of the Wild was a letdown. I'm sorry. I was so mad that day.
But yeah,
I get what that is. And they get so hyped for it too. They like, are you ready for Wii Sports? Well, we got Wii Sports coming out 2 years from now. Damn.
Like, there's some games, dude, I've gotten excited for, and then like 7 years later, you find out it's still in
production. Yeah, I hate that.
It's like in production limbo.
It's in limbo, but nobody's
working on. Dude, what the fuck
There's
did you
a lot
announce
of games
it
out
for?
there that are still in limbo to this day. It's crazy. That was supposed to be coming out next year.
Like,
okay.
You know what?
But,
they should have never even mentioned that they were making a Batgirl movie. If they'd have never mentioned it and it got as far along as it did and it got canceled, nobody would have known. Nobody would have cared.
Because now...
But now you got so many people excited for it, even though I heard it sucked.
Yeah, people. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's but people were actually they wanted to see it. They were interested in seeing it. They wanted to actually see the movie. But now, when they said can't, I thought it was a joke. I was like, we canned the movie. I said, oh, where's this off of Wikipedia? I said, no, this is off of their Twitter and everything. I said, oh shit, they canceled the 90. But you keep this motherfucker around,
right?
Well, you gotta take that off.
No, it's no biggie.
But and I still say to this day, the directors, they were at a party or something when they said, "Hey, did you see this?" They weren't even aware that this shit got dropped. Can you imagine? I was surprised they couldn't sue them, but I guess they can't sue Warner Bros.
I'd have been pissed.
Right, you had a party about to have fun, about to release this. They're like, "You see this? This is something like what?"
Like, you mean to tell me we just spent 10 of the last fucking 12 months of our lives working on this fucking movie?
12 months. It's not taking long to film a movie. Yes, yeah. And now you tell me you had Batman cameos in this bitch. Like you was having the whole thing. It was crazy. Now it's like, but yeah, we still got Ezra Miller. Yeah. He apologized, by the way.
I don't care. This will be the last time you see him as Flash.
Oh yeah, I swear, hey, watch them keep this motherfucker. Hey.
They won't.
He
He just strikes me as the type of person that doesn't have the personality trait to be able to have a Robert Downey Jr. type comeback.
Nah,
this dude has done ruined every fucking
He robbed
thing.
somebody. It did blame and say, well, he stole from me. Huh? You went into his house, bro. He stole my shit. But,
Next.
Yeah, alright, we got over here. What else we got? Wakanda Forever production was reportedly disrupted by a controversy surrounding Lolita Wright.
We already knew about that. It was during her whole situation with the COVID shots.
Yeah, we knew about that. What is this? Months later, however, with uncertainty if she could return for shooting in the U.S. due to her not following vaccine protocols.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's old news.
Okay. So why did they bring it up now saying 6 hours ago?
Because they can't let stuff go.
Right. This is, I shit you not. This was literally 6 hours ago. And she flown back to UK during production, bringing up questions of whether she could come back due to the... So she's still stuck in the UK. She can't come back to the USA.
No, she'd be fine to come back to the US. All those protocols have been pushed aside at this point.
But that's... Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. The title was a pain for Marvel. My bad. So basically, they were a little bit upset about it, which we kind of figured that's what it was going, because you kind of just said anti-vaxxers are the devil. I ain't gonna lie, that's what... Or getting vaccinated is the devil? What?
I don't remember. She was stupid.
Yo, I was like, yo. And remember that back then, I think it was like, last year? They were talking about wanting to replace her ass, too. Like, literally. So... That's pretty cool, but I guess Marvel was actually upset about that. I didn't think Marvel was that upset.
Yeah, Marvel said they were upset about it.
I think they were like to the point where they had to put a title out here saying this was the pain of. I'm like, really?
No, they were gonna write her out.
No, that I didn't know that. No, for real, I didn't. I thought that's crazy. They were gonna write her out.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Well, I guess you could say. That's what you know. What we still might get that right out. Hold up. Hold up. Hey yo, at the end. I lost all my family. Yeah, that's about right. She gets taken out by one of the Namor people. Slap! Oh my God, she was Black Panther for 2 seconds and then got dropped.
Right.
But I think that's I don't think that's all the news we have. I don't think we have too. Oh well, No Way Home is going back in theaters for 11 minutes of footage. So the footage, the shit that we know about their Daredevil footage is gonna be more longer. So now if you want to watch No Way Home, just buy it on stream. Why go to theaters for? Like people are doing that shit. They're actually going back into theaters. Somebody said, "I can't wait to get my ticket." I'm like,
don't waste your fucking time, people.
Why? Just why? Why? Oh, and of course, the Moon Knight season 2 will happen. It's just rumor indicate that they're making a season 2. But it could return in Phase 6. So that's during the Kane Dynasty. Those 2 Marvel movies, I think, the 2 Avenger movies. That's when they supposedly the next season of Moon Knight might come. So at least they're hinting on it of the Moon Knight series. So that's not too bad. Somebody said stop it. Why stop it for? Like, come on. We like Moon Knight. Yeah. What you got, my friend?
Hold on. Keep talking.
Oh, my bad. All right. Well, Disney Plus has shared X-Men post to celebrate next week's Disney Plus Day. They said fans are supposed to be expecting an announcement. A mutant announcement in the MCU to be made. They put out a thing saying that,
all right,
we got 6 days until the Disney Plus Day. Then they show X-Men and Wolverine doing this thing. So, yeah.
Now, this is spoiler territory.
Oh, dear.
For Spider-Man No Way Home, the more fun version release, as they're calling it.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it.
They are replacing the Multiverse of Madness post-credit scene with a new post-credit scene that features, and I'm only talking about this because I'm not going to watch it any fucking ways.
Right.
It features Betty Brant as she's doing her last new segment before graduation. We see pictures taken of the class during their time together in high school, including the decathlon and Europe trip as seen in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Right.
However, all of the pictures are missing Tom Holland's Peter Parker, meaning not only did Doctor Strange spell make everyone forget that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, but he has also magically been removed from physical items like pictures as well.
Whoa.
Which goes back to what I had originally said. No, that's why nobody remembers him. Like that book that old dude wrote about Peter, it no longer exists.
So so they go back to what you said.
The only thing he's probably got is his ID.
That's it.
And that's it.
Oh man! So he been removed from school and that when we do that. I was just like, what? Because we all had that conversation. I was like, so what about the trophies and stuff that has his face? They're gonna be like, well, I don't know who that guy is. No, it's gone. So it's gone. So basically, yeah, confirmed that it's gone. It's like a blackout or just a background. Wow, that's crazy.
Haley Steinfeld probably won't return to Marvel as Kate Bishop until Phase 5.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, not really. Phase 4 is already almost over.
Well, where would she return at? Oh, Secret Wars. No, that's coming at the end of this, isn't it? What?
I'm not sure. I think Secret Wars is supposed to be the end of Phase 4.
After Wakanda Forever? Okay. Where the hell would she return at then? That's weird. Okay. I want to see. I don't even know where to even really put her at, to be honest. At least not right now. Let's see. What else we got?
I believe that's all I've got. Mine's not filling up with a whole lot of... Yeah, I don't have...
Wong has been in this thing for 8 MCU projects? Holy hell.
Wong's been in a lot.
He's up there like with Doctor Strange, bro. That's 8 projects he's been in?
Yeah.
Look how he faded through. Because he was super... I mean, he's okay, but he was super duper young in Doctor Strange. Yeah, for how he looked now, it's like, okay. They should have kept with the oldest.
Yeah, I'm not coming up with any more Marvel news. It's all wrestling and... Oh, hold on. Here we go.
What's up?
Web Slinger is also more widely popular at Disney-produced attractions across the world. Disney, unfortunately, doesn't get to command Spider-Man on the big screen due to the character's rights still being tied up with Sony, but that doesn't mean he can't be used at Marvel Studios at all. Apparently, he's going to be showing up for some Disneyland type stuff.
But not like in a show or anything. That's crazy. Oh, here's something. Marvel Studios had to negotiate with a second party to purchase the right to the X-Men animated series theme. According to the writer Eric Ludwell. That's his name?
Ledwell?
Hey, there you go. Who's the second party? What? Like, that's crazy. Like, wait a minute, how? Let's see, what else we have? I think that might be it, man. For real. Oh, Sony's Madam Web movies has a really unique story according to Emma Roberts. Yeah, it's no Spider-Man. That's a unique story. There's a little Spider-Man to it. Duh. I think. For real, I keep saying this is it. They're like, why do you keep saying this? I think there really is nothing left. I think there's nothing else. Oh, Ben Kingsley will reportedly have a major role in Trevor Salt. How you say this? Slattery in the upcoming Wonder Man Disney Plus series.
Okay,
which I kind of figured that he'd be an actor.
So Marvel has released a poster for the D23 event that's coming up. And on this poster, it has some clues about what could be spoken about.
Oh, shit.
Black Panther symbol shows up, in which they'll probably show off another trailer for...
Right. What is D23?
I don't know. Cap Shield shows up, which means we'll probably be getting more information on Captain America 4.
Right.
Or New World Order. There's a Nova Corps Star Blaster.
Which they were hinting on doing a Nova Corps movie anyway.
There's a Shang-Chi symbol.
Which, okay.
So Shang-Chi 2 looks like it could be
I wish we could go to D23 out there. I would mind seeing that.
Spider-Man's on the poster, which means we could be getting an announcement of Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
More information on Spider-Man freshman year, or even Insomniac Spider-Man 2 video.
As I was saying, it could be any. It could be any Spider-Man that they could be referencing to.
But yeah, so that's what's coming up, yo.
I don't think. I was like a fly on the wall to see D23 though. That'd have been kind of interesting seeing that.
Anyways,
they know they ain't holding no punches on that one.
Right, but yeah, so that's pretty much all the news we got. I've scrolled through.
I know you scrolled through the whole thing.
And
I found myself on Twitter, and I'm just like, I'm really trying to like scroll through myself.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Andrew Garfield may be getting his Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Is that rumored or? Yeah.
Or he might show up in Madam Web. The Madam Web movie is what they're saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Which, you said something along the lines like because you said we need a Spider-Man in there at least, and Tobey Maguire, he's like, hey, he'll show up, but you gotta give him like $40 million for that sucker. But Andrew Garfield, so he's willing to do it, man. He loves doing Spider-Man. Loves it to death.
But yeah, so anyways, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. So we're here to talk about She-Hulk. The one thing I didn't do is look up what the name of the fucking episode was. I'm a terrible human being, guys. I do apologize.
He's like, what is it? We don't know. Something.
Disney Plus. No, so episode 3 of She-Hulk just came out.
It was not bad. I enjoyed it.
I absolutely loved it.
Hey, he texted everybody. He said, hey, this show getting better and better. So, are you saying, could it be your... Okay. Since you're liking him more there, but since some of us do, could it take your number one?
It's called The People versus Emil Blonsky.
Could it take your number one?
It would have to beat out Miss Marvel, which became my favorite show.
That's what I said.
Or no. I
thought it was Falcon Winter Soldier. No.
I think I don't remember if I said Miss Marvel's either 1 or 2 for me. Falcon Winter Soldier would be the other one.
Right. I know it's okay. How about this? You think is it better than one of those two so far? Nope, not yet. Okay.
No. The People versus Emil Blonsky is what it's called. They did so much right with this episode.
Yeah.
I loved almost all of it. Now, I have one complaint, and only one complaint. And that is She-Hulk's walking animation in this episode. I haven't noticed it in any other time, but she walks almost robotically.
Yeah. Like a jitter behind her. She has like a jit behind her, like a little walk. Like, what the hell? Like,
it looks like she just walks so stiffly.
Like like Frankenstein's monster.
Other than that, I have no complaints with this episode.
He like that. I like that. I need more Megan Thee Stallion twerking.
I didn't mind the twerk scene.
I need more.
I just don't need Megan Thee Stallion back in the series.
No, I need her though. I need every post-credit scene to just have her twerk every episode. I need her to twerk with Galactus.
I need her to disappear. She's not even attractive.
Okay.
I said it.
I'm happy we only got 4 people watch us.
You want to see me get excited? Get Rihanna in there to twerk.
Well, that's a given, bro. That's not fair. Or give me that. Or give me Megan Good. Hey, she said, right, exactly. I saw a day sign. I said, hey, I'm trying to pay attention to the story. Thanks for that booty moment, though.
We'll get to the little twerking scene later.
Yeah, she was
as you can see, that's what Ralph really wants to talk about.
Hey, speaking of cameos, fuck everything else. It was Megan Thee Stallion. All right, now we can continue. That's it. That was it. Who cares about her face? Scary movie too. That shit. Put her bag on her.
No. Speaking of the cameos thing, so it's funny because towards the beginning of the episode,
right,
we get. I'm pretty sure it was the first fourth wall breaking moment when Jessica looks at the camera and she goes, "Yeah, I know you guys are excited for the Wong cameo,
right?
But just understand, this isn't a show where there's going to be somebody new cameoing in every episode."
I like how she stops driving too.
And then she's like, "I know that, like, in the first episode, there's my cousin Bruce, and then there's Emil Blunt." She was like, other than Bruce and Emil and Wong. And then she stops, and she realizes that's the first 3 episodes, and she goes, "You know what? No, just remember whose show this is." She's
gonna probably say that. I like that because she's gonna probably keep saying that shit over. Like, remember whose show this is? As we see Daredevil flip through here.
I also love that we also one of the funnier moments of the entire episode. So if you guys remember the very first episode that we had talked about, she had this lawyer partner from her old firm that is just an absolute tool.
Yeah,
absolute tool. And he actually comes to their firm to get help, and they have to use the superhero law division. So her new male lawyer partner, it's not really her partner, but the other guy in the law in the superhero division, decides to take on the case because the guy was dating somebody who he thought was Megan Thee Stallion.
But it wasn't.
But it was an elf from New Asgard.
Which, hey, that was cool. I like that Easter egg right there. It was from...
A shape-shifting elf.
Yeah, called Light. Something called... It was named Light, right? Yeah. So it tied in with Thor, Love, and Thunder somehow.
And she had me rolling. Like, she pretended to be him.
Yep.
To try and get the case dropped. She pretended to be the judge, which inevitably gets her in trouble later down the line.
Yeah, it did.
She even pretended to be, aside from Megan Thee Stallion, there was one more person that she pretended to be, and I can't remember who it was right off the top of my head. It was the lawyer.
Lawyer, right? I said lawyer, wasn't it? I was thinking like the lawyer.
When he was walking away from the office.
Light was taking over. I wouldn't mind. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing more of that character too. Just a little bit here and there.
And we probably will.
Oh yeah.
But she added some well-needed humor. Honestly, having that lawyer there also helped. Like, there was this one scene that was so funny when She-Hulk was walking out, and then she was like talking about good luck with your case, but she's laughing her ass off
as she's doing. She's
walking away.
She's walking away. So I was like, okay, she's gone. She done went off camera.
I was like,
I was like, okay.
That's fantastic.
She's like, I'm gonna lose this shit.
So this is actually gonna be a short description. There's not a whole lot to talk about.
No, yeah.
That's the bad thing about having 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments of this episode, hands down though, So she gets into a fight with what we're going to know is eventually going to be the Wrecking Crew.
Right, the Wrecking Crew. I like how people on TikTok and all social media platforms, who are these people?
It's the Wrecking Crew.
It's the Wrecking Crew. Come on now. Wrecking Crew.
It's just all their equipment is
ass.
Laced with Asgardian tech.
Right, yeah, it's Asgardian tech. They need to upgrade more. They need to get more upgrading.
But the Wrecking Crew is kind of a group that when they first show up individually and whatnot, as every villain is, they are kind of a bit to handle. But then eventually, they kind of just become a joke.
Yeah.
I love that the show starts off with them just being a joke.
Right, they're like, did you get it? No.
And they run into Jessica when she's in human form.
Right. They were trying to get
one of them grabs her from behind, and she has a moment of freaking out, and then she remembers that she can handle herself now. So she turns into She-Hulk and beats the fuck out of him, dude. It was great. Like,
really convenience.
One of my favorite parts is when she grabs one of them by the head, smashes his head into another person's head, and then throws him up against the wall. And I was like, she is wrecking these fools.
No pun intended.
All puns intended. So,
no.
But they try to stab her with
a syringe. He fell so hard. I thought he was going to die. Oh, he dead.
And it bends and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because he asked him, did you get it? He said, no.
And then she smacks the shit out of him.
I thought he was going to die. I said, oh my God. Fatality. Oh, man. I wish Hulu got it. This is all I wish I did. I wish Hulu had, like, control of this series. Because I guarantee you, hey, she killed them. Nah. They get that backhand bow. Oh my God! You just turn his whole head 360 like an owl.
Right.
Woo-hoo. And then fall. But
no. So
they were like
she beats the hell out of him.
Oh, beat the hell out of him. Really.
And they go to leave.
Yeah. They ran.
And this part brings up our first real question. Right. Is who sent them?
Right. And he said the boss is gonna be mad. Because
they said the boss is going to be mad.
Upset about this.
I can think of it's probably one of 3 people.
Okay. What you got first? Well, besides the one.
My least likely prediction is Kingpin.
Of course.
I don't think it is Kingpin. He's the one I think it's because he's still recovering from being shot in the face.
In the face.
Okay. He's not gonna show back up probably until Daredevil.
Echo. Oh, Daredevil. Yeah, it's Echo, but Daredevil also. Yeah.
Does Echo come first or Daredevil?
I think it's Echo.
It might be Echo.
Yeah, that comes out next year. Yeah.
So does Daredevil.
Somebody said the Hood, which I don't know who that is. Yeah. I'm not comic savvy like that.
It could be the Hood. He wasn't even in my prediction list.
Okay. Well, they said they work for. Like, I thought they worked for that person. When I talked to somebody, they said, like, well, this person worked for the Hood. The
middle one that I could see it being, and I think it's more of a believable option than Kingpin.
Of course.
Is Sharon Carter. Because we know she's dealing with the whole...
she got the intel now, too.
Stolen tech. Well, it's not even stolen tech, it's... where she can get the tech.
Right. Now, she's got the tech and the intel now because they reinstated her ass back into the army or the military or whatever. So she's done. So she's in it now, and we still don't know who she's talking to on the phone when that happened. So I know she's probably talking to Val on the phone on that too.
The person I am most likely believing it is Val. It's Val. And here's why.
Because Val's control this whole thing.
Here's why.
Like a puppet.
I think she's trying to get Hulk DNA to make her own Hulk.
Right. And now that she know, like, I think somebody said on YouTube, now that she know that the blood get transferred like that, oh yeah, she's trying to make her own little super soldier.
I was talking with our other Marvel fan coworkers about this. I don't think they're going to get it by the end of the season.
Okay.
I think they're going to keep playing on it like they're going to.
But it fails every time.
But they're never going to actually get it. And the whole thing is, if the guy that played General Ross was still alive... I think they would play it off as them getting it. Yeah. But he's not. And I don't think they're going to use the Red Hulk, at least in that form, like they were probably going to before he passed away.
Yeah. RP that man, but yeah, he's...
So with General Ross out of the picture, having Red Hulk doesn't make sense unless they replace the actor, and I don't see them doing that.
No.
With that being said, what I can see happening is at some point... We talked
about this,
them getting a hold of Abomination and Abomination becoming their version of the Hulk.
He just escapes.
Well, he doesn't have to escape now.
Oh, that's right.
He's free.
Yeah, he's free.
That's how the show ended.
Yeah, he's free. So
he got his freedom. Speaking of which, I wanted to talk about that too before we get much further into this, because I forgot that came before all this.
Right.
Absolutely loved Wong being the head witness and openly admitting, hey, I took him out of his cell against his will. It is not his fault. I even told him he could stay at Carmitage. He said no. He wanted to come serve out his sentence.
Right. Well, that's interesting.
So he got him off the hook. Now, what makes this funny, though, is so he goes over that whole thing, and then Abomination shows off to the parole council that he can turn into Abomination and fully control himself. He talks like normal, looks like he doesn't.
Well, we saw him talking to Shang-Chi. Like he was
right.
talking normal Shang-Chi a little bit for a brief second. Well, yeah, he can do that.
They do grant him his parole, and then at the end of the hearing, though, they look over at Wong and they're like, you do realize you just admitted to breaking a man out of prison. That's a federal crime. And Wong, without missing a beat, pulls up a circle and goes, yeah, I gotta go. And then bounces. And just walks through the portal and leaves.
Yeah, this goes to show you, and now I'm thinking about it, he has too much powers on his hands. Holy shit. I mean, he was like, for all the shit he's been doing, from wiping memories, banishing people, bro, that's too much power, dog. Like, you gotta like see that in a way of like, Jesus, Wong, how much power you do have, man.
One of our coworkers, I'm not gonna say his name. He hasn't been on the show, but the one that is the supervisor of the other company. Mm-hmm. He did bring up a good point that I didn't even think about. When we saw the previews to She-Hulk, there's a scene where Wong is talking to She-Hulk.
Right.
And he says, I answer to a higher power.
Right.
That didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Nice.
So there's a chance he's still going to be back in this show. And I think he is going to need her help to get off of him being in trouble for that prison breakout.
Right. Like, there's always consequences. And they talk about this shit every day. And there's consequences to actions. I'm like, bro, what the?
Right. So I wouldn't be surprised to still see more of Wong.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I see him in at least one more episode. One more episode. And then after that, he disappears.
Right.
Make Doctor Strange 4 out this bitch.
Anyway, so back to the fight in the alley.
Yeah. Oh.
So they finish the fight, and one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite scenes, she gets done with the fight, and then she goes inside.
Right.
And she looks into the mirror, and just stares at the mirror, and she hadn't changed back into her normal self. And I think this is the first time where we're going to see her fully accept the She-Hulk image.
Yeah, I think
because she just realized how powerful she really is and what she's going to be able to do for women empowerment.
Right.
So having that look in the mirror and coming, and I feel like that is really the first step into coming into terms with who she is. Because up until now, she didn't even she was mad that she had to take that she took this job, and they want her to be She-Hulk.
And then they were praising her. She didn't even like the praise at first either. They're like, oh, you're She-Hulk. They're like, back up, Jack. Like, who are you? And then remember in this first episode, or the third episode, she stayed in human form. I think from here on out, we're probably going to see her just as She-Hulk, unless somebody beats the hell out of her.
We'll see her in human form a few times.
Really? Yeah. Like at the beginning? Okay.
You
said at the beginning?
I won't say at the beginning. It's just we'll see her a few times in human form.
I mean, probably when she gets her ass kicked, and that's probably it. Or when she's like sometimes they step her out of it though.
It's like Oscar Isaacs. You still want the actual actress in the show, not just a CGI character running around all the time.
Can you imagine? Oh my god, all that money they just spent just to have him, just to have her just be. I mean, because I'm just kind of accepting what you're saying. Like, oh, she accepted. I'm like, well, then she should just not go back to being human form ever again. Just stay. I would just stay as She-Hulk. Like, right out.
Honestly, what I would do is I would stay as She-Hulk as much as possible. That way, when you turn back into your original self, people forget what you look like, and you can walk around without people knowing it's you.
Right. Like I said, I would just stay there from here on out. Like, yeah, and then break for fall. Yeah, I was gonna stay in my human form, but I'm gonna stay as She-Hulk. I'm like, and that's no problem now.
And this is where we're gonna come into my new ranting thing. So after that, the show ends.
Yeah, it ends
with her staring in the mirror, and we get the post-credit scene.
Oh yeah.
Of her, or with Megan Thee Stallion accepting her as her lawyer.
Yep.
And we get a quick, funny moment of her yelling at Megan Thee Stallion,
She's like,
"I'll kill for you!" And she's like, "Yo, back off a little bit."
She said, "Dial it back."
Dial it back. And then we see this. We see the part where She-Hulk twerks with Megan. Now, here's the thing: a lot of people are complaining about the animation of her twerking. Actually, the twerking animation was a lot more realistic than her walking animation.
I didn't even give a damn about that. That's the bad part about that shit. I didn't even care. I mean, it's fine.
Here's where I'm gonna have to bitch at some people.
Oh dear, here we go.
I have seen this whole thing of her twerking in the office become this thing online where people want to say, well, she doesn't want to be womanized, but here she is twerking with Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean,
and it's like, here's what I want you to understand. In this show, her twerking with Megan Thee Stallion is between them.
Right. I mean,
she's not in the club.
No, she's in her own little office.
She's not out in public. She is in her office.
Yeah, in her office. With
just Megan. And they're having fun, girl time.
And let me tell you this, though. Who's going to tell her no? Like, who will tell her?
That has nothing to do with it.
I would say it's just like she can just swat one of them until the next oblivion.
The problem is the perception people are taking on it. They're thinking just because she's twerking, she shouldn't be getting mad when people catcall her. Oh. She's not in public,
right?
Twerking. She's with Megan
that's what people
in her office, just having a good time.
That's not good. People are saying that online. Oh no.
Here's
I was so caught up on the ass shake. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Here's what the problem is. Is there are so many men out here that are so upset and butthurt that She-Hulk is aiming for their main demographic to be women.
Right.
Right.
I think that's what. Yeah.
And I even seen somebody bring that up, and somebody else responded with, "Well, they shouldn't be aiming a demographic at anybody specific." No. That's what superheroes are. That's why there's so many diverse superheroes. There's women, there's men, there's different races, different religions within these superheroes, so forth and so on, because they want everyone to be included.
Right. That's one thing that Stanley
and that is something that Marvel has always done and worked towards.
Right. I mean, with the comics, you've seen them just all together, one big group. So, yeah.
So, yes, there should be superheroes catered directly to women.
Yeah.
Because it's people that it's those female superheroes that women are going to be able to relate to.
Except Brie Larson.
In the same way that there should be black superheroes, so that black people have somebody to relate to. There should be Indian superheroes, regardless of Muslim superheroes, Christian superheroes, people of all different races, religions, sexes, sexual orientations, preferences.
Shit like Miss Marvel, for example. I mean, that whole entire series was literally her accepting who she is too, as what she does.
Because when did Marvel really We'll just say the main Marvel line starts in the 60s. Right.
Yeah.
The main Marvel line. Yeah, and what I mean by main Marvel line, I mean is when they actually started turning into a superhero-based Marvel.
Not just throwing out one thing here and there, but literally a whole superhero squad. Yeah.
Because I mean, they had Captain America even further before the 60s.
Yes, he was like in the 40s.
And he was technically a superhero, but that wasn't like
what we know
of as now. Marvel now.
Yeah, he just punches Hitler, and there you go. But now, yeah. So. I was going to say, we go with Spider-Man.
Let's see.
Miles Morales, for example. We can go with that one, for example, and how the transition from that.
But in the 60s, and let's see, it's 2020 now. Mm-hmm. So for about 40 years, we'll even say somewhere between 40 to 50 years, it was the outcasts that looked at comics. Yeah. It was considered not a cool thing to do to read comics. It was not a cool thing to do to enjoy this fantasy world that people are living in.
Right. Well, that's what we would call it childish.
And it was the outcasts that hung so hard onto these comics because it actually made them feel important. Because nobody else did.
Right.
And who were the outcasts? Nerds. African Americans.
Right.
Religious people from different places. People with different sexual orientations and preferences. Like, these are the people that gravitated towards superherodom. And you think Marvel's just gonna sit back and try and garner all their superheroes as, oh, these are just, this is for everybody. No.
Right, no, they ain't supposed to be for everybody.
No. Let me give you a prime example. The very first Black Panther movie.
Yeah, I would say Blade, but yeah.
I'm not even talking about Blade. Okay. The very first Black Panther movie was praised and talked about for having not an all-black cast, but mostly black cast. Black director.
Right.
Black actors, set in an African setting.
Right.
Right? And that's what it was praised for. As a white person, I go and I watch the movie. It's a good movie. Do I think it's as good as most other people? No. I do think it's one of the better Marvel movies. It definitely ranks up there for me.
Right.
Here's the thing. I'm not the demographic for that movie.
That is coming for.
And I understand that.
Right.
I still enjoy it and still think it tells a very important story.
I mean, yeah, from Killmonger's side to Wakanda to Chitara, it's like basically, two sides of a coin here. Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
but people can't seem to be able to do that. They want everything catered towards them, and the problem is the loudest majority are misogynistic, racist assholes.
Yeah. Like the people you said on the YouTubers you were talking about.
They can both eat a dick.
Hey, I watched one of their shit. I said, "Ooh, they really go like they talking the shit out of She-Hulk right now. That is bad. Oh no."
And again, it's gonna fall back to if and
you have to watch if you don't like it.
My big problem with all of it is you have all these people that are out here complaining that, oh, this stuff isn't catering it to us in a way that we can actually follow along. Then guess what? I can almost 100% guarantee you never read any of the comics that any of the source materials pull off of. None of them. Not one. I will sit here and tell you right now, my favorite Disney Plus series, 100%, is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And what backs it up for me is for the first time, I read this comic called Truth.
Okay.
I don't remember who penned it. I don't remember who drew it. My buddy, Damia, the guy that is here with us, brought it in because he went on vacation and found it and bought it and brought it in. And it is Marvel canon.
Oh, that was the thing. Yep. Okay. Yeah. You told me about
and
this
the
one.
entire book tells the entire backstory of Isaiah Bradley.
I love to know where he found that fucking book, bro. I got to talk to him about that one.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it is the first time I have ever read a comic where I was outraged and inspired and hurt in a way that's hard to explain.
Because it really shines the light of that episode. Like besides that, like I said, that cop thing. Other than that that when you explain it, it does shine the light of what Isaiah had went through during that time. Like very vividly. Yeah, very vividly actually.
Like I'd already had it as my number one. I think Miss Marvel dropped it to number 2 for a little bit, but after reading this
Hawkeye
comic,
was up there too, which I think
Hawkeye was 3.
Okay.
Anyways, none of those rankings matter. But after reading this comic, I have yet another new appreciation for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, it brings I mind reading that one day. Well, whenever.
And for all of you, for everyone out there that has problems with relatability, just wait until Captain America 4 comes out. Just wait. Because I guarantee you most of that movie is going to be Falcon fighting against the U.S. government over race issues. That is what that fucking movie is mostly going to be about. And you know what? There's going to be so many people out there that are going to be like, man, I can't believe they would go. Like I can't believe they went this route because this is not a story that can be related to. But well, guess what? This is what his story was in the comics.
And you said that they may even touch the X-Men too. They might even help with the X-Men situation.
So for the most of you out there that are out here complaining about all this stuff, just admit what you are. Just admit what you are. You want everyone to sit here and cater to your whiteness and your maleness. That's what you want, but guess what? Those heroes are dead.
Yeah.
And gone.
Yeah, if at the Infinity War, our Endgame, that was it.
And Marvel is actually moving in the
before-
MCU into the territory that the comics have been in
Yeah.
for the last 15 to 30 years. Because that's what Marvel has always been about. Don't sit here and talk about, oh, X-Men are going to be woke. Yeah, they're going to be woke because that's what they were in the comics.
Yeah, they were, well, yeah, he made him as black. Like, well, supposed to be, well, the oppressed. I should say black because he said it like you're gay, Jew, like all that. He put all that. That's what they were. That's what the mutants were. And he said something like, Magneto was supposed to be like Malcolm X, and then Charles Xavier was supposed to be like the Martin Luther King, because they both were like two sides of a coin here, but they both want the same thing though. So he really, I gotta give it the same. He dived into that shit real quickly on that part. I gotta give him props on that whole X-Men situation.
At the end of the day,
but yeah,
either watch Marvel or don't.
Yeah, you don't like.
But don't sit here and complain about a product you can't relate to because you don't know any fucking thing about it.
And I said, I admit, the first episode, like I said, I can't relate. Like I said, it was meant for a woman, but like so far, I found it enjoyable. But besides that first episode, for me, I've never had really many complaints half the time. So none of it really, to be honest.
And again, of all the Marvel properties that have come out in theater on Disney Plus,
Yep.
all of them,
This one is.
there has only been one property I was not a fan of.
It's Moon Knight.
And it had nothing to do with relatability for me. I can't relate to hardly any of these superheroes. I don't have superpowers. I can't web sling through the city.
Oh, yeah.
I can't, I might be able to relate to different aspects of some of their personal lives.
Even though I like Spider-Man, I can't relate to his ass and shit.
Okay? But the only show I've even personally had an issue with was Moon Knight. And it is literally because my main issue is it is a 6-hour show and you are Moon Knight for 20 minutes. That is my problem.
Yeah, you're not the superhero.
I need you to be the superhero.
And hopefully, if they are saying season 2, please let that man be the superhero for the Red Player, or be somewhere as a superhero. But yeah, other than that, like I said, Black Panther was cool. I like Blade. Like and
all I gotta say, Marvel, you're never gonna watch this, but for fuck's sake, keep telling the stories that need to be told.
Yeah.
All these people that are out here are mad. Are honestly probably mad because they're the oppressors in this story. They relate more to the villains. I love what they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. I mean, like they're sharing the universe. I mean, if anything, they're expanding it for everybody. This is, even though. And people don't like Phase 4, which I thought it was okay. I understand.
Phase 4's been fine.
Like I think it's okay. I get it. There's some things.
My only complaint is Phase 4 seems to kind of be all over the place right now.
Right, and it didn't lead up to which people say, well, does it lead to something? I'm like, for me, and that's just me, in my opinion. Yes, I feel like it should. Like some lead up to something, and I know it is. I get it. I know it's coming in the next 2025, and like we're gonna get 2 Avengers movies. They threw that shit out like boom, boom, boom. You want to see this? Bam. But that's why for me, Phase 4 was kind of not let down, just disappointed. Disappointed in a way. Can I say disappointed?
I'm not even disappointed.
Yeah,
it's
okay. It's okay.
I just kind of wish they would kind of show where they're going.
And well, now we do. Now finally, when they finally they finally showed that bitch finally, where Kevin Feige said, "Hey, DC. Hold my fucking 10-piece in French fry." Went out there and did hey, you should have said, what is this, Nintendo press conference? What we looking at? Cause that's what Nintendo used to do, just dropping shit left and right. But yeah,
I'm excited for the future of Marvel. I like where they're at right now. I like what they're doing. She-Hulk is doing good things. I think it's going to continue to do things, and I think it's going to continue.
I'm telling you, they're going to open a bigger story in this after all this shit's done. So.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. It's see slowly from the legal system to the superhero thing.
I'm interested to see where. What's the next show after this one? I don't remember.
It had to be Secret Invasion.
No.
It has to be. Hold on. That's not it. Hold up. Next Disney Plus show. Oh yeah, you was gonna talk about how come Elena wasn't the leader of Thunderbolts. Did you already explain that already?
She won't technically be the leader. Contessa will be.
Oh yeah. Well, she's like the Iron Man.
She's gonna be kind of like the Captain America of the group if she's anything. And here's why I think I'm gonna have a hard time with thinking of her as being in the Thunderbolts. That's gonna get in the way of her friendship with Kate.
Right.
And them two have already fought enough.
Fight to the death or something.
After She-Hulk.
I was gonna say, oh shoot, well, Marvel next.
Every upcoming Marvel TV show.
Right, here we go.
Okay, so that's I Am Groot. That's already out. She-Hulk's out.
Secret Invasion. I was right.
Well, they got What If Season 2 dated for early 2023.
Right.
Secret Invasion, it says spring 2023.
They moved it?
Well, I'm also wondering, when was this article written?
I'm looking at August 3rd, 2022. The Collider.
Yeah, it might be. I'd have to look at the map again.
But that was supposed to... I thought that was supposed to be the next thing, or Secret Wars, or... I thought that was supposed to be the thing that happened with Miss Marvel situation. Like, I thought that was supposed to be the next story, arc, whatever we're doing to the story now.
She-Hulk's on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I'm reading saying spring 2023. But how old are these fucking articles? Because they're being written before... That was from August 2nd, 2022.
Okay, so I guess they may have moved it. I didn't think... Well, okay. Well, that's a break. I thought they kept it as the 2022.
There's no way this is the last show of the year.
Early 2023. Shit. That might be the last. This might be the last show, man. Before Wakanda Forever.
It says during 2022, San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin Feige announced that Secret Invasion will be streaming on Disney Plus by spring 2023.
Wow. So this is the last show then before Wakanda Forever come out then.
Yeah.
Well, shit then. Well, damn.
That means we might actually have some time to get some shit done.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Iron Man. Yay, the 90s Iron. Can we pick another one?
No, we gotta finish it.
Oh fuck! We're gonna go up here and watch She-Hulk. And we're gonna jump back. We're gonna go backwards, Back to the Future out this bitch. And go back to the 90s.
Right.
Oh shit! We're gonna be like. So yeah, She-Hulk was cool. Join us next time. We're going back to the 90s.
Pretty much.
Gonna be watching some shitty. You want to see Iron Man go?
Hey, like when we did the video for the last set of Iron Man episodes, I loved those 4 episodes.
Hey, watch these next 4 be like booty though.
These last 5.
Our last 5 be like booty though.
Anyways,
but yeah, I you know, hey, if you don't, like I said before, if you don't want to watch it, hell. Free will in the power of America, isn't it? You don't have to. You'd be like, "Hey, what's Encanto doing? What's
and
what's
you know what?
Feel
free to keep bitching.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I fully enjoy coming on here and pretty much telling you guys you're fucking morons.
Because you can read them on YouTube and Twitter and all that. Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying it. Anyways, with that being said, we're out of here. We love you guys. Thank you to everybody that comes through and watches us. We'll see you guys next week, maybe.
Hopefully.
Oh no, it will be next week for sure.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
The week after might be up in the air because we've got a lot going on. But
Saturday.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you all next time. Excelsior.
I'm gonna hit that